Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2023 Queen and Company Live with Demo Donna. I am very excited to be here tonight. Making sure everything's working. Oh, yay! You guys are here with me. You never know. You never know. Maybe like the whole digital world changed since last year, but it hasn't. You guys are still here. So hi. Oh, thank you, Nita. Happy to be back. I am crafting tonight with you guys. Very excited to be creating some beautiful cards using the Love Letter Kit. I have a bunch of samples because I have demoed this set multiple times. It is a beautiful set. I love it. I know those of you that have it also love it, and those of you that don't have it, when you get it, you will love it. I'm Demo Donna. Welcome to Queen and Company, Facebook Live, Love Letter Kit tonight. This kit includes 3 of each to create your shakers. You've got your fabulous dies included and an amazing stamp set. I am going to show you some samples I've done in the past. I believe this is a very versatile kit. As you can see here, I'm using like some soft spring colors and creating like a heart wreath kind of vibe. And then I did some embossing. All the cards I'm going to show you I've created either on a live or on a YouTube video. So if you want to see one specifically when I post the photos of the cards we create tonight, just ask me and I will search and find the links for you. So here is the first one, a nice little shaker. And like I said, I embossed on top of the acetate with white embossing powder. And then from foundation die number 9, use some fabulous florals to create like a nice wreath type of look. This is one using the love letter card. I also showed on a live how to create the open envelope, and really simple, just cutting this little piece on the top and creating, you know, a nice little open envelope look. So again, I have all of these. If you don't know where they are, if you do some hunting and you can't find them, we'll always help you. So here's another really cute one. I have also got the trusty dusty typewriter and did a fun stamping using the stamp set in the kit included to create like a paper on the back. Really important, the typewriter definitely has a step-by-step to create your shaker. And I do believe this is one of our YouTube videos. So if you have not created the typewriter before, I highly recommend you check out the video on how to lay that together. Now, I also wanted to show you guys these, but that is a different, how funny, I pulled out cards from a different heart set. Not this one. This one is. So here is the really beautiful, kind of squished, but again, another spin instead of like just the pinks. It's got the pink and green. I believe I did this with like the Queen package when people got their gifts from Queen and Company, using like the fun little sprinkles that came inside. Oh, I did. Look it. Created by the Queen. So wanted to show you the 4 different shakers. And that is the typewriter, the doily heart, the cute little Cupid heart, and the envelope. And I love the little heart that you also get in this kit. All right, you guys. Tonight I am using the Heartthrob paper pad. I know, just like this love letter kit. I've used this pad before and it's really fun. It definitely has some of my favorites. This guy here, love him. I love the little heart on heart paper, the pink heart on hearts. And I love the pink love paper that says love in it. In fact, it's funny because some of my paper pads I'm very nice through. I think I have really beat up about 3 of these where I've taken like all of my favorites out since it was very difficult to find them this evening. Okay, so for you guys tonight, I am going to be using one of Ginger's sketches, as well as just kind of one of my own very simple designs. And we will start with that. We currently are sold out of the outline dies for this. So the 2 cards that I'm making, I am going to create for you not using the outline dies, because I know some people are really, really frightened, like shaking in a corner frightened about buying kits sometimes without outline dies. I want to show you how easy it is. So you can take a deep breath, exhale, and know it's going to be okay. You can still get your favorite kit, that one you're excited about, like this one right now that you're watching me demo, and you can buy it. And rest assured, Demo Donna will show you how to use it. See? Everything's going to be A-okay. It's 2023. We're good. You're good. We're good. I hope you guys had a fabulous New Year. I know I did. I went back home to Los Angeles just to see flowers and trees again, and birds and bees. It was lovely. Now I'm back in Minnesota, and it did not disappoint. Lots of snow. All right, I have a foundation die number 8 as my background, and this guy right here, which I love. I'm basically doing a lot of the new foundation. So this is from foundation die number 20, and I love that because you can just add a little background there, which is perfect to do like 2 different colors. This is going to be it. Like, this is my background for my card number 1. So like I said, I'm going to make it nice and simple. And then we are using non-shaker, and we're also going to create a shaker. I'm going to show you just how easy it is. Obviously, some of the dies, like this heart one here, is really simple. Like, I mean, this isn't too difficult either, but you know, this has 2 pieces. So you can definitely take a look at the outline die. The decorative die, like this guy here. Really simple to create a non-shaker with. So all I'm going to do when I like to do non-shakers, oh, you Florida people. Well, you know, being Southern California, born and raised, I've been spoiled with good weather for many, many years of my life. And honestly, I'm enjoying seasons and snow. It's been very fun. I feel like it kind of fast forwards life, but we're enjoying it. My son is currently building a igloo dog path for my dog right now. So, you know, you can't do those kind of things in California. Okay, back to us. Very simple when you're creating a non-shaker. This is what I do, is when I cut them out, so I keep this piece here, and then I keep the negative. I like to just flip them over and take some clear gift wrap tape, and I just put it in 2 spots. You can also, if you are using, like if you want to pop them up, let's take this guy for example, and you can just simply, I probably still would put a piece of tape on and then put a piece of foam to pop it up. Just, you know, talking out loud to you guys. Okay, so now I have my 2 non-shaker hearts that I'm going to put together. And let's say you're in a hurry. Like, you could even just slap these 2 non-shaker hearts on and call it a day. Okay, so I've got heart number 1. I just stuck some rolly adhesive back there. And I'm going to go all the way to the end with my doily and kind of pay attention to where I'm putting it. I just thought of that now. I'm like, oh, I should, you know, pay somewhat of attention since I'm lining these 3 up. And roll a little rolly adhesive. I know I went in with the super zoomed in camera. I might need to modify it a little bit more so there's room for me to create the card and for me to show you what I'm doing. But I'm a work in progress, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way to the end here and make sure my doily hearts don't pass that. And now I have my background with that really cool pink and gray and blue, well, it's more pink and blue plaid. And then my 2 non-shaker hearts. And then we're going to create our shaker. And like I said, I do not have the outline dies, and I want my shaker to go right here on top. There are a couple different things that you can do. And I am gonna do the one where you just drop in the negative. So here is, make sure I've got the right heart. Here is my heart here. Here is my heart. And I'm going to peel this guy out, just like so. And that is a cute little leftover piece. If you've got like some glitter or some foil, you can always cover that. Or if you just want to pop up one of these, you have the perfect double-sided foam heart. Remove one side. And now I'm going to go ahead and stick that right about, I'm going to pull this up a little bit so my doily is higher here. If you want them all to be the same level, you can go down a little bit. Okay, maybe I'll have them all be the same level. And then I'm going to push that all down. And this is how I'm going to create my shaker on my card. So really give that a good push. And now I'm actually going to do rolly adhesive instead of my sheer glue, just so, I've done it both ways. I've done sheer glue too. I'm literally covering this whole thing with rolly adhesive. And now I am just simply going to drop that in, just like so, and push that down. And now I've got the inside of my shaker nice and blocked off, and it's going to be that same beautiful heart paper as the decorative die. So like I said, you don't need to stress if the outline dies aren't there. They were an add-on and totally are convenient and user-friendly, and I love them, but not enough to make me stop getting a kit or using a kit that doesn't have them. Making sure I got the right heart. There are 2 hearts in this kit, so definitely make sure. As you can see, the sizes are different. This heart is a little squishier, and that is the Cupid's heart. And this one is a little rounder. All right, so next we are gonna fill in our shaker. And I am gonna do some Fabulous Sparkle Squares. And make sure, even though there's not a lot of new stuff out right now, we currently have like all of our foundation, like our standard foundations in stock. That is a very rare moment. So definitely make sure that you are checking out the website, paying attention to what's available, because now is the perfect time to scoop up things that you've had an eye on but haven't been in stock. So see what's out there. For instance, like the foundation dies. I mean, it's kind of awesome. I was very excited because, like, I know you guys know I try to just demo things that you can actually go buy. So the fact that I had full, like, can use any foundation dye was pretty awesome. I'm talking like 1 through 21, I believe, is available right now. So that's amazing. So I literally just added the pink and blue sparkle squares in there, and that is the inside of my shaker. I am now going to take my sheer glue, and this is a nice and full one. Fun secret, I blessed 2 not so full ones together. I like my glues nice and full, so I'm not doing this forever. Do a thin layer. The sheer glue doesn't dry super fast either, like the white craft glue dries really fast, so you can take your time. I'm not very good at taking my time. You guys probably know that by now. All right, here we have this adorable pink heart paper, and I am going to set that down, give it a little extra love. since that needs to dry, I'm just gonna flip it over. While we're doing this, I just wanted to show you guys from the fabulous stamp set. There is a cute little, my stamping wasn't so great. I'm rusty. It's been a couple weeks since I've stamped things out for you guys. But I stuck with it. Sometimes my stamping isn't great and I'm like, meh, it'll do. So I stamped out just a note to say, so glad our hearts found each other. There are other different things that you could put together here. Just a note to say, happy heart day, sending hugs and kisses, sealed with a kiss. Like, you can use the two stamp sayings together and kind of mix them up. You could even use your alpha dies. I was even thinking just a note to say and do thank you underneath. So really fun. I know once the holidays are over, I don't know about you guys, but I just have so many people to thank for, you know, helping watch our pet or taking care of the house or plowing my driveway. You know, normal things, or hosting us, or letting my kids sleep over. The list goes on of thank yous after the holidays. All right, so I am going to add my just a note right up here, and I'm just going to center that. And this, I am using one of the new dies again. Like I said, it was kind of a new die night. This is number 21. I liked how skinny it was, and it fit all the sizes. The cool thing about long dies like this is I can cut it to be any size I want. And I like that. I like how I just pulled that same die out, and it works for my smaller one and my larger one. So just a note to say, so glad our hearts found each other. Now I'm going to flip that over, take my tiny little baby scissors, trim that off. And you can even use these guys again later. You could even like use them to double up as like little banners, like coming down on another card. So, you know, not like I need to tell you guys, we're the same people that I don't throw anything away. So now we've got our adorable little card. Last but not least, we'll of course add some bling. Fun fact, you guys, Goosebump Bundle is on sale right now. At least last time I checked before the live. So go check that out. I love me some Goosebumps, and I think I'm going to do 2 pink ones on my pink heart, and I'm going to do 2 blue ones on my blue heart. And I also think this would be a fun time to incorporate the tiny little hearts. This tiny little heart die, I'm like, I know I brought it with me. That's included in the kit. Is that not the cutest? And the nice thing, because it doesn't have the stitching on it, I cut out 2s at a time. So I doubled up and cut multiples out at a time. So, you know, more bang for my buck. Cut a little pink guy out, get a little blue guy out, and there is card number 1. You know, for some reason on my Facebook now, I cannot see what time it is. So let's say we have time for another card, shall we? We should do another one, right? I have no idea what time it is. It could be midnight. It could be 5 minutes into the live. I think I've rambled on enough. I'm sure I've like, we're going to do this. We'll do this last. I don't know, Wendy hasn't complained to me that I've been taking up too much time, so I'm just going to keep going until I get the text from the boss saying, 30-minute lives demo. Okay, this second one that we are going to do, I am using one of the new sketches. I hope you guys all printed out your January sketches and read all the rules of the sketch contest. Make sure you go check that out on our Facebook page. Ginger posts that. And it's a lovely way to play with all of them. They're awesome. I'm doing sketch number 120. And basically, it's number 8. I'm not using the circle from 3, but again, it's like the 19, 20, and 21 dies. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I guess I will leave that out so I can actually see what I'm doing. That's always fun. Okay, so I did the base. I told you I really loved that pink on pink heart. And then the stripe. This is a fun paper. This is a fun palette, the Heartthrob. I don't think I would have chosen to do pink and blue together because I totally think baby. But in this, it's absolutely changed my mind. I definitely think a more like fun, a very fun loving, like Valentine or love paper pad. Like definitely like a friendship color palette. You know, I love all my girlfriends and I think this is perfect for them. And it doesn't read, I think with the gray and the light pink and the dark pink, it doesn't really read baby to me. So, you know, just thought I would share that. It was really deep thoughts by Demo Donna. All right, so there is, well, it's almost our base. We'll add this guy too. It's definitely time for new plates. It's been time for new plates for like a year, but it's definitely time. All my plates are like marking up all of my white paper. So I've got to get to it. This is a reminder as I'm like, there's specks all over it. Okay, we are going to drop that down there. And I love these hearts because they help you line up your paper as well as the stripes. So see, you can use your straight across hearts as well as the stripes to make sure your paper's nice and straight. And that pretty much is my base. Like I said, you can use that 3. Did I even leave enough room for my sentiment? I did. You can use that number 3, or you can use like some bigger hearts from your Love Foundation die. I opted not to use them. I am going to be using my beautiful heart here with the foam, and I am not using the excuse me, the outline die again. So I am simply going to pop this guy out. And this is a great way to use your decorative dies with no outline dies, is just have a foundation die, a white one, a little bit larger than your shaker card, and then you always have a white background, which makes your shaker toppings pop. So that's another really simple trick to creating your shakers without having a decorative die. And I am going to center that-ish. That'll work. Push that down. There we go. So I'm seeing all of your beautiful tips on the plates. If I showed you my plates, you would die. They literally are, they are a year past replacing, I promise you. And I actually have a replacement sitting in my cabinet. It's just, you know how it is. It's like, do I really need these? I can keep going. But now it's like, they're indented, they're cracked, they're sad. It's time to let go. I mean, they've just become part of the family. It's really hard for me. I'm just kidding. Okay. I am, again, going to do the sparkle squares. And I'm also going to toss in some light pink diamonds. Yeah, that's fun. And I pulled out a couple different things. Maybe we'll do some blue diamonds too. I don't know, the blue's so different. Oh yeah, I'm going for it. Even though my blues are different, you could see that's kind of more blue and then like a tealy blue. So it's gonna work. It's gonna work out, everybody. And because I have no background paper, I can stuff this a little bit more. So I'm gonna do one more scoop. And you know what that scoop's gonna be? A darker pink diamond. Oh yeah, I'm really going for it tonight. There we go. All right, she's stuffed, everybody. Again, my fine print. You are in control of the amount of toppings you put in. You can do a little, you can do a lot. And guess what? It's all up to you and how you like it. There's no right or wrong way. Isn't that fun? It's kind of like paper crafting in general. Okay, I am gonna take my acetate and I'm gonna layer that. The heart's pretty simple because I like to start in the center and then drop my sides down, and of course this has a pretty easy center to find. All right, so now I have my, oh, those dark ones really pop. I love it. I don't know about you guys, but I dramatically shake my shakers after I stuff them. I probably tell you guys this every time, but I like, you know, definitely give them a good attack. I mean, that's the fun part, right? Maybe I'm alone. Maybe I'm not alone. Maybe I've shared this before. Maybe I haven't. Who knows? Okay. Add your sheer glue. There we go. I knew there was a little dry piece in there. A little goes a long way. So I'm just kind of squeezing it out, and then I'm using the top of my cap to kind of rub it around. Put the lid on your glue. Wink, wink. I never do that. I'm the worst. I'm surprised I didn't come back with all of my glue lids off. Okay, while that's drying, I'm just gonna flip it over, let that dry. And I've already gone ahead and stamped. The thing I love about you is pretty much everything. Again, this applies to a lot of people. Now, as you noticed, the pink that I'm using is pretty bright and doesn't really match anything but the pink inside of my shaker here. So what I'm going to do is create some dark pink hearts. And I grabbed a piece of scrap paper, and now I have located it by rambling. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little light pink hearts that I made, and I'm going to set them down on my scrap paper. And then I am going to take my ink pad, this guy here, and because I wanted a darker pink, I'm just going to make my own. So I am just stamping my hearts into that. That one didn't go all the way in. There we go. We'll do one more stamp out. And then you could take anything. You could take your little tools. I am just going to grab my little spoon here because obviously, oh, I'm going to grab my craft pick. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to pop these guys off. They really like it on there. 1, 2. It helps when you just take the paper and not the ink pad with you. 3. Flip those over. Let them sit for a few minutes and dry, because as you can see, they're pretty wet. But the ones I did earlier are nice and dry, so we'll use those. But you could see they really absorb the ink. So you can always create additional elements if your ink pad's like a little off. I feel like my ink pads are always a little too bright, but I really love this ink because it stamps out nice and bright, and it works really well with the clear stamps. I found that other, ink pads kind of sometimes bead up a little bit. So finding a ink pad that works for you helps. Okay, so here are my hearts that I did earlier, and I am simply going to take some leftover foam, and if you guys know what this one is, give a shout out. My mystery shape here. I bet like at least half of you know what this is from. So I'm going to pop these little pieces off. I would love to say, what brand of ink do I use? It's VersaFine. It is, and it's nice and bright, and they're available on that trusty dusty, those people that deliver things to your door. Okay, so heart number 1, I'm going to go right here, push that down. Heart number 2, it is the wine bottle or champagne bottle. It's got a nice skinny top. perfect for little pieces like this. I knew you guys would guess. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now I've got my cute little 3 hearts that match. Trim that little overlay on. Add a little bling. I think I'm going to keep it simple and just do some pink rhinestones. 1, 2. And then maybe, gosh, I feel like rhinestones and the word maybe always comes out of my mouth. Like I'm like, should I do this? Should these go here? Thinking and rhinestoning, they go hand in hand. Always second guessing. All right, I think that'll work. All right, guys, we're not done yet. I am going to show you one more thing that needs to be a key element, and I know it is with most of you, but for those of you that may have missed a live or two, the end of the year last year, we're going to take our card base. So this is our A2 card base. We are going to flip it over. We are going to take one of our awesome new stamps from the Crafty Queen. And if you were thinking, I don't need the Crafty Queen set, I'm going to tell you right here and now why you do. Because it is too darn adorable to pass up. So I'm going to take the first stamp. It helps if you locate your ink. And now that I have finished my beautiful card, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp my Handmade with Love. Usually uneven, but that'll work. I've got my Handmade with Love. I have my adorable tools. We're going to throw a little, I don't know, I think I'm going to go scissors. Because the scissors, I got the queen glue and the scissors are kind of my favorite. I mean, how stinking cute are those? So to me too, if you're in like a little bit of a crafting rut, you can just take a bunch of card blanks, stamp, and create a fun little background. Is that not too adorable? And then you just take your card front. Of course, neither of my cards are orientated this way, so that's why I did this wrong, just to show you this is something you could do for future cards. So theoretically, I could have done it there, but that's what the second one is for. I'll do this one right for you guys. Flip your card over. So I took this actual stamp saying and I curved it a little bit. That is the great part of clear stamps. They're nice and flexible. Like me. Okay, I'm going to pull my ink lid off, ink that up, take my Made with Love, not perfection, ain't that the truth, stamp that down, and now I've got, should I do scissors again? No, we're going to go glue. We're going to go glue. Add my Queen sheer glue. We'll do right there. And you know, since I have a few hearts left over, we might as well throw one of those on too. And since I did this one right, I can actually stick a card on it. There we have Made with Love, not perfection. And to show you, for those of you that don't know what I was talking about, this came nice and straight. And I just simply set it down in the middle, and then I curve my little ends over. And that's how you make it curve up or curve down. And now I can attach my lovely card to the front of my card base, and I have a beautiful stamp on the back. And for those of you who have not seen the adorable Crafty Queen set. I just want to read you the other cool little stamp sayings. If this had come from a store, it wouldn't look this great. So, I mean, I could have used that. I made this just for you. One-of-a-kind art created by, and you can add your little signature or your stamp, knowing you guys. If you knew how hard I worked to make this, you would never throw this away, right? You guys with me on that? All right, there are our 2 fabulous cards to kick off the year, a non-traditional love color. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of is. But like I said, I feel like it has more of like a friendship vibe with the pink and the blue. Very sweet. These could also be great thank you cards for anyone that helped out over the holidays to keep your house from freezing, or, you know, mowed the grass, watched your dog, fed your family, let your kids sleep over, all the things. Thank you guys so much. Oh, what is this kit called, please? This is Crafty Queen, and the Love Letter kit is the shaker kit that I used. Those are the 2 kits. I'm going to go ahead, like I always do, and post photos of the 2 cards that we created tonight. And just in case I miss one of your questions during this live, please feel free to head on over to our Queen and Company Facebook royalty page and ask away, or just say you had fun tonight, or hi, whatever you want to do. And we'll see you over there. Thank you guys so much. Have a fabulous evening. Bye-bye.